Yeah. Tag team champs of the everyday grind. Body slammed out, leave them behind. From the school runs to the grocery lines. Still got time to drop these rhymes. Late night chats over spilled tea. Wrestling moves in reality. Balance it all like it's destiny. Mama life is the legacy. Main event mamas, we run this shit.
Yeah, I was jamming. My bad. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. You might think that this is Midnight Confessions, but you would be wrong. This is not Midnight Confessions. We are coming to you live, Main Event Mamas live on a Thursday because life is busy this week. We want to make sure we give you all the tea. There's so much to talk about. An Elimination Chamber is this week. So much.
I realized we didn't tell nobody we were going live.
Yeah, we didn't. We'll see how this goes. I think this is actually kind of the fun part, and I know that's probably real macabre of me, but like we didn't tell them. So, we didn't tell them, but we are actually live on TikTok. In fact.
Oh, nice.
So you know what I'm saying? They'll figure it out. I'll do some tweets when we get to talking.
My phone all the way over there. I can't even.
Aren't you awesome?
I said the phone's there.
You say you're not gonna make it? Well, listen, I'm over here.
You know what? Hold on, I can make it. Wait, let me see.
Haha. You got it? You back?
I'm back with my 4%.
Guess we should tell people we're live. My bad.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell people we're live. It's funny.
OMG. It said Pink and Carrie Hart reportedly split up after 20 years of marriage. See, that's why I don't go on Twitter, because I get lost in the sauce, okay?
Well.
Then it said this is a lie. I don't know who to believe. TMZ usually got the tea first, though. But anyway.
I mean, this wouldn't be the first time that
they were wrong, or that they split.
That they split up.
True. I mean, anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about.
She wrote a whole song. Didn't she write a whole song talking about being him? What's that song called? I forgot. All right, here you go. What? Listen, stop taking pictures.
Who's taking pictures?
What? I'm trying to tell the Instagram people that we live on live. Well, hello, Instagram. It's your girl, Tanisha. We are live, impromptu, like we always do.
Again, yeah.
Yep. So come join us on your favorite platforms of Twitter or X, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Y'all in the comments.
We welcome you. Welcome you.
I don't know why she's talking. She can't hear her in my headphones. Anyway.
You can hear me if you're watching.
That's true. You know what? That is true. Like,
I'm being responsible. I'm actually telling people. Hold. I'm going to get to you shortly. I'm going to tell people. Because y'all know we good for impromptu.
Like we always do. So come join us.
See, I did it. I'm a responsible person. I told people. There you go. You're welcome.
Great.
Anyhow. See, I did it.
I did it too. Look, I'm doing it right now. I'm posting it.
Well, since we're just now getting people, hey. I'm going to try to stay up tonight so I can join y'all later. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. Anyway, I'm Kiara, since we didn't do this.
Yeah, we didn't because we that's just
y'all should know us by now.
I mean for real. I'm Tanisha and I'm a little nasally.
Everybody down with the weather. I know we going through what I like
the
to
craziness.
Call,
then I just looked the
winter,
weather. The weather to talk about next week. It's gonna be like 57 degrees. I said, this is how.
Why did the weather say it's gonna snow here on Tuesday? Listen,
it did.
Somebody should have shot that groundhog.
It's a 60%, and then it said Saturday 54 degrees. I said, oh.
I'm feeling real violent towards that groundhog at this time. Like, I just don't want any more of the sickness. However, this is my reminder for you that if you are just checking us out, that you hit that subscribe button, you hit that like button, you let us know you feel in our commentary. Feel free to jump in the chat. We got so much to talk about. And honestly, the best way to start is when the streets are talking. But we're not going to do that yet because
okay.
We just released our true crime episode today. So if it's short, it's a new format. You guys check it out and let me know what you think. And now we're going to talk about the streets. You ready?
I'm ready. Ding, ding, ding goes the bell. No, that's the wrong one.
Yo. Shh, quiet now. Leaning close. The streets are talking loud and clear. Wrestling whispers in your ear. Rumors flying, news is popping. The ropes are tight, no one's stopping. The streets are talking, yeah. You better listen. Main event, mama's dropping all the wisdom.
That's I mean, so much is popping in the streets. Even Tanisha was giving me another story. I don't know if we should start with your stories or my stories. Like, enough is popping in these streets. But I think, we'll start with this one. How are you feeling about AJ Styles' retirement and subsequent Hall of Fame entry? How are you feeling? Because that was a surprise to all of us, especially me, who was watching on Netflix and it cut out before I got to that part.
Oh, I ain't had that problem. But I would say they did a good send-off. I think, especially banning Gunther because his dumbass came out and it was just like, yeah. And I was like, it would have been great if AJ would just popped him upside his head, right? And then, everybody would be all right with the world. But they didn't. I think it was cool. I also think it was dope that he got put in the Hall of Fame quicker. So,
I mean, I like that he did. It's kind of shaping up to be a pretty cool class. So, I'm glad he did. It felt real good. It was a nice way to end Raw, and we'll get into that later. But it really felt like, I felt a little emotional as I was watching him and his chilling and all of them. It was real beautiful. All right, next story. This is the one I've been waiting to talk to you about because I thought it was hella funny. So, allegedly, Vince wants WWE back.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I don't know. The sources aren't there, so y'all could just respect me here. Y'all know I get the gossip. It's my fault. So this was Jonathan Coachman who claimed that Vince McMahon is quietly exploring buying WWE back with some Saudi backing. So it'll go from TKO back to Vince McMahon. What do we think of it?
Well, maybe hopefully the ticket prices will go back down.
Why is she always trying to kill me? Excuse me, we're on TikTok. I'm alive. Why are you doing this? All right, the ticket prices will likely go back down. Yeah, maybe. Also, maybe not, because now he knows some people are going to be willing to pay this price. So, yeah. I mean, I can't say I think that the ticket prices will necessarily go down. I also don't
think they're going to be $43,000 to sit in the front. Okay.
I was just talking to somebody about that this week and how that's like a college fund. That's the price of my car.
Like
that's mortgage and rent.
So you put that for a down payment on 2 houses.
Yeah, somebody asked me, they were like, are you going to go to WrestleMania if you go to Las Vegas? And I was like, but if I do, then I'd have to forego rent. And I can just see that going badly for my marriage and maybe my life. I mean, I don't foresee that going well. If you're like, you know what, babe? Instead of paying for rent, I decided to buy WrestleMania tickets. And not even good ones. Because rent is not $30,000. So we'd be up there somewhere. The tickets he was talking about, maybe 300, 400. Either way.
Yeah, no, I don't. You know how I'm set up?
The end of my life.
How I'm set up, if I don't feel like watching that, I just get up and walk away. So I can't do that if I spend $300 or $400 for tickets.
Did you
Or
say
even
you
more.
just get up and walk? I just want y'all
I
to
do.
know that this is
I
what I
do.
go through often and well. She just decides to just walk away from the match. You gotta tell us out there. This is your opportunity. You just get up and walk away while the match is on TV. You like, forget it. I'm done.
Like, this boring. Like, what are you talking about? What are y'all doing? Why y'all fighting?
How we end
What's
up
happening?
here?
Like, I don't know. That's why I like to DVR things so I can just fast forward.
Hi! We missed you.
Yes, we miss you. You know, Moni over there. Moni.
Bonnie.
Yes.
She came and she
Yes.
hung out with us.
And she was cutting up the rug. I don't,
Yes. We need y'all both at the same time. We might have to invite y'all to the confessions booth and bring some holy water because I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen on that particular confessions booth. But we missed you. Hi, John.
Hello, John.
See, we knew if we just popped up, y'all might see us, and therefore I wouldn't have to go that far to tell y'all we live. All right, next story. As soon as I find out where my story is. All right, listen here. Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed. I do want to send our prayers out to him because sucks. Like, he just got back, I feel like, and now he's on the shelf again. And I absolutely saw that happen on Raw. When I saw it, I was like, uh-oh. That was my immediate response.
Well, when he looked at his arm, I said, oh.
He didn't even have to get that far. As soon as he went in on his arm, you know, once you get to a certain age, y'all, when you lay wrong, it starts to ache. You know what I'm saying? But the way he rolled his whole body on his arm and his bicep, of course Faith does. That's how she knows.
Thanks, Faith.
You are the best, of course. And the way he rolled his arm when he tucked into that ring, I was like, oh, Lord, this is bad. This is bad. Which begs the question, is the Vision cursed?
I mean, I think it's just time to wrap it up and call them the New Vision.
The New Vision? I mean, the Vision was not realized, so I feel like we could just bury it somewhere, pretend. You know, remember when Retribution happened and they just like clicked us like we was on Men in Black, like we never seen it before, and like it wasn't there? I feel like that's where we need to do this again and pretend this never happened, because it has been one bad thing after another. Is it Paul Heyman's fault? And could he give that same energy to Brock Lesnar?
Well, clearly no. He's the advocate. Can we also talk about how he is playing the role of multiple hats?
You mean the turncoat, the person who is an opportunist, the person who looks out for himself more than anyone else, you mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was very confused. I said, why are you rolling up with Brock? I'm very confused. Like, do we allow you to do these things? I feel like Seth wasn't like, yeah, go hang out with Brock. Like, I don't know what's happening. Is it because they're young and they don't know any better?
Probably, because definitely when Roman was like, you will not go and walk with that man.
Is that why they broke up?
Probably.
Is that why they broke up? Because obviously, like,
not announce him. What are you doing?
But regardless, we definitely send our prayers back for a speedy recovery. I definitely think he'll probably be out of WrestleMania this year. Well, everybody else is trying to get back. But literally, the original members of the Vision, all of them, what she just said, hold up. I was like, this is how you know we missed you. The Vision has astigmatism, and they are literally going blind. Time to turn on the laser and cut it. 100%. Like, I just don't. I mean, at this point, the Vision is Austin Theory and Logan Paul. Yeah.
You know what?
It sucks that they won't pay off the masked man, though. I'm like, well, who's the masked man? This time.
But this is where I think they can also use this to their advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have Seth come back and get off Logan Paul, right? So then now it's only Austin Theory. And then he's like, haha, Austin was always my mole.
My Trojan horse.
My Trojan horse. And they're all injured because of me. Like, Like, I don't know.
By what? Did he have a voodoo dog and put it in that locker room? Like, I don't. It would be easier to make that work if there was some kind of contributing factor. You know what I mean? Like, they would have to find a strand of how he allowed that to happen. Paul Heyman said that he is the hoe of WWE. He goes to the highest bidder. You know what? He does go to the highest bidder. And you know what? I'm mad at it.
I saw an interview where Paul was talking about that the problem is everybody's so fixated on WrestleMania now. He's like, we need to be worried about WrestleMania next year, and then we build up. Like you figure that out, and then we build it up this way. And I was saying here, like, maybe
He's not wrong.
I said that may make sense because he's like, we're not thinking ahead. We're think ahead and let's get there.
Absolutely. But I also think that that's the problem when you do short-sighted storytelling, right? Like, this is one of the reasons I feel like we liked ECW. It's because they had some good-ass stories. Like, you remember? We'd be like, ooh. And like, I was that whole Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, Beulah situation. I was just...
Listen, to have somebody pretend to be blind. Okay.
Sandman did what he had to do. Okay.
But it worked.
Monty's here.
No. And I'm sober. So this is going to be great.
There's a lot of thoughts happening today, guys. A lot of thoughts happening today. Hey, Monty. We're going to try not to keep y'all up too late because last week we was too late last time. We didn't quite make it. I got to work tomorrow. But anyhow, I do think WrestleFaith has a point about what Becky told Paul Heyman. Because, I mean, ultimately, like, this vision project has been a failure. But I also feel like with some creative storytelling, maybe you don't have to bury it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know they moved up everyone they felt like they need to move up at NXT, but we still have random people on the roster. I'm going to talk about this shortly. Like Apollo Crews, who shows up out of nowhere. Or
he did.
Like, I was like, you still work there? Question mark. I mean, I had no idea. I literally stared at the TV. It was like, I forgot he even worked there. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. But at the end of the day, I just feel like creative storytelling could make this work. How, though? I think we need to look at it like Paul said. If we can look at it for next year's WrestleMania, not this year, then maybe we can create a story that leads you to that, right? So maybe Roman's involved, but he's just been in, the background. Maybe, I don't know who else will be involved. People who are maybe not even in WWE yet who we're calling up. Remember, Becky told Paul that Seth had a plan and that he said he was going to burn it down. Everyone that he chose over Seth and leave Paul for last to watch it all fall apart. See? Excellent storytelling. Maybe you use that. Because at this point, it's like, shh. Throw it against the wall and hope it sticks. Because that's where I am with that one. All right, so let's go to WrestleMania is changing. So rumors suggest that WWE is moving WrestleMania earlier in the day. This matters for us because we may be in Vegas.
Wait, hold on. She just said something else. I'm going to put it up on there. Hold on. Put it up.
And he also said that Paul would never see it coming, i.e. Masked Man and Austin Theory. I told you who I thought Austin Theory was. He's been a Trojan horse for me this entire time. So I'm just like, especially he was too in it. Like when we were watching on Monday, I was like, you doing too much. Like, I don't know that you're that invested in the vision considering what has happened. But he's like the next eldest, like, veteran there because he's been there longer than Paul. So, like, not Paul Heyman, Logan Paul. So at the end of the day, like, now he has to step up. I mean, it's a huge opportunity for him in the long run, though. That's the thing I'm kind of excited about to see if they use him properly in that case. Anyway, all right, so WrestleMania is moving up. So it's going to start potentially at 2:30 instead of 4 o'clock. Please stop before you make me stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So that's a 2-hour difference. Why is it early? What are they trying to say? Do they think it has anything to do with the fact that the tickets aren't selling? Because I don't think it.
But what changing the time is going to do?
I don't know. I was like, let everybody off early. Maybe we could hit the casino after. I mean, I don't know. Have no idea. But the other thing we haven't spoken about is the blackout that they've instituted.
And you know what I'm about to do? We're gonna be at one of those little bars and have our computers and watch it on the computer. I ain't playing. We have our own watch party on the computer.
Listen, I heard that potentially that they think that they want to do it in the theaters, because AEW did do that. They had what's it called? Dave and Buster's was like a watch party for them. Like, they had it streaming in certain locations. So maybe that's where they're trying to go. But I don't like that they started instituting it even with Elimination Chamber. Like, that's the thing. Like, Chicago, that's what they're known for. Like, getting together and all of that. That's crazy. All right, I did want to put this up. Sorry, Monty. I ain't forgot you. Let's see. What show Seth is behind the mask man? You know what? Faith. I don't disagree about. So what blackout, Faith? So what's happening is WWE is not allowing venues near the I hate to say venue, but near the event to stream the event. 50, so they're revoking
50 miles. No, 50. Yes. Yeah. 50, yep.
I think it's within 50 miles of the venue. You're not supposed to be allowed to stream WWE event at the bar or at the restaurant or wherever you might be, like we normally have done in the past, because they don't want, we think it's a push for people to buy tickets. Unfortunately, the cost of a ticket and the cost of eating out at the bar are not the same.
Nope.
So I'm like, it's not going to help you in the long run. But that's what the blackout is, WrestleFaith. And they started it from Elimination Chamber this weekend. So we'll see how this goes. I hope it goes to the wayside of insanity, because it's stupid and it doesn't make sense for them to even do it in the first place. I definitely don't think so. And then my last story. Wait, I have two more. My bad, y'all. Candace found us, girl. Candace found us. All right. So apparently Cody Rhodes said that his next contract is his last contract. So you gotta tell us what you think about that out there. Because I was like, I'm really getting sick of people pre-warning us that they're going to leave.
Well, I mean, to me, it makes sense.
Exactly, Faith. Exactly what you said. It is petty because I'm not doing it. If anything, I think it makes me want to dig in my heels more, because I still have access. And we're already paying so much money. So much money to watch the different WWE products, that I think it's insane to tell me that I can't watch it with friends or whatever at a bar. Like, are you going to check my house? Like, yeah. Anyway. But Cody, back to him. Like I said, I'm just getting really sick of people pre-warning us about this. And Faith, you did not say this. I mean, I don't want Cody to go away right now. Y'all are out here on one, and we love you. Y'all out here on one, because Lord, they out here praying and shouting in the comments. What's happening? What is happening?
You know what? I am done with her.
Listen here, I am okay with Raheem. Raheem can stay, but he does need to find a deeper level of a character, which I think is ultimately the thing, right? Like,
he needs to just own his heel, because he's trying to get there. He just needs to own it.
Oh, are they? Well, I'm glad they're not trying to watch it at a bar, because we were just talking about how they're not letting that happen. Not letting that happen anymore at all. All right, so I just, that's what I think. What do you think? I didn't ask you what you think about Cody saying that he's on his way out, since that seems to be the theme of the week.
I mean, I said it makes sense, because he does fight through injuries, which are kind of crazy. So I can only imagine the wear and tear on your body. And, he do have 2 children at home. So he's probably thinking of like, okay, well, now at some point they're going to need me all the way, so I think that makes sense. I think we have to realize that these performers, the wrestlers, are people too, and they have a right to live their lives however they see fit, however it goes. What is happening? What?
No, I'm listening. Continue.
Oh.
We'll get to that in a minute.
And I think they can decide when they want to leave and when they don't want to leave, and it shouldn't be up to us. Yes, we hate to see good performers leave. Like, oh no, don't. But at the same time, like, it makes sense. So whatever that is, I think he still has like a. We don't know how long their contracts are either. I feel like that's really under wraps. I think we don't know how long their contracts is. So he may have like a 5-year deal and he's in year 3.
Hi, Scott. Welcome.
Hi, welcome from hello. Thank you for joining us. So yeah,
That's what you think?
I think.
All right. Yeah, I do want to pop this up here.
Yep.
Russell Faith got a little angry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry that you felt that way, but like, I hear you. I hear you. And do I think he wants that part-time schedule? Yes. Even though everyone did this, right? You have to remember, everyone had beef when Brock had this part-time schedule. And now this is everybody's ultimate. We all want this part-time where we only come to work once a quarter. But it doesn't serve the story. That's my problem. It just doesn't serve the story well. So I don't like that you're going to do that and then leave us and then come back. Like, it's insanity. And it's one of the things I think AEW is doing better. And we'll talk about that. Ooh. Shots fired. Y'all on Wednesday. All right then. Y'all got a lot to say about Cody. We got a Cody hate club going on here. Listen, I love me some Cody. I just would love me more a dynamic Cody with different interests and different motivations and maybe, some antagonistic behavior. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, last story. So Ricochet is walking back his anti-WWE comments. So if you have been paying attention to Ricochet, he spent a lot of time talking ish about WWE, talking about how it ruined his love of wrestling and this and that and the other. And we've talked about him before, but he was on a podcast recently, and I'm going to read you his quote.
Okay.
The person asked him what the biggest misconception about him is. He goes, "I think the biggest misconception is that I didn't enjoy my time there at all. That's not true. I had 5 years there filled with great memories, great friends, and great moments." Then don't spend all your time talking ish about where you used to work, and then we would not have that as a misconception. That's my thinking. That's my thinking about that. Any thoughts for you there?
I mean, stop talking shit then.
Yep, my sister. Here you go. So yeah, I do want to go back to this a little bit. I don't think you can be a top guy and be part-time. I think that's the problem that WWE has had for a while, is that they kept relying on that to drive the story. And ultimately, it does not. It stops the story that you're already having. And then we have to pick it up when you decide to go away again, i.e. Roman. I'm here. I'm the center of the universe. I'm gone. We miss the universe. We talk about the universe. We move on from the universe, and then the universe comes back, and we are right back to where we started. It does not work. I do think we need to lean, and they in particular need to lean on their top stars. All right, and with that concludes the Streets Are Talking. Want to talk about what?
We're gonna talk about Carrion. I was supposed to.
Okay, you can talk about. You were supposed to tell me about Carrion.
Hold on, I need to fact check that. Real quick.
See, this is what happens when we start. We find out some tea, and then now I need her to confirm what this had happened here. So I don't know it. Oh, you got a spoiler alert on Roman. Is he back? I know he's supposed to be back in March, which starts surprisingly this week. Which is hard for me to fathom. Like, my birthday's coming. Like, that's insane. It should not be happening, and I'm not even ready for Vegas.
Okay. So yes, so I fact checked. It's actually 14 hours ago. So yes.
Okay.
So Carrion was on
Killer Cross.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Killer Cross. But they had wrote it in the thing. They said wrestler carrying across. Anyway,
I got you.
Received a mysterious text out of the blue from Paul Heyman during the interview with For the Love of Wrestling. So he had nudged him. You can see him on camera. He like nudged the guy and was like, "Hey, look at my phone." And his face was like, and he was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I don't know." He goes, "That's just some crazy timing there." So why would Paul Heyman text him in the middle of an interview? That's the question.
I can tell you. You want to know?
Sure, tell me.
Gar,
Hey,
welcome. Here's why. I need y'all to lean in for this. You okay? I need to just send you a cough drop or something. Girl, you're going through it over here. Like, this is crazy. Are you talking? Because you're on mute, honey. You're supposed to be? Okay. Anyway, so I can tell you why. This is his moment, okay? We got a lot of people right now who are not available for injury purposes. They're running out of story. So if I'm Paul, I'm texting him to tell him, like, keep your thing open. Good God, girl. Oof. So I think that's what it is. I think he's ultimately setting it up so that he can come on back. Because remember, that's right, Garth, let her know. Remember that Killer Cross and Scarlett wanted to come back to WWE. That was always like where they wanted to land. But, and however, that wasn't what ended up happening. All right, so let's see. We got some stuff going on in the chat. I got to tell y'all, because I don't know if y'all see what we seeing. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Spoiler alert. Roman wanted to come back full time, but WWE denied him and said they only want him to show up for about 6 days. This may be renegotiated. They better stop doing this, because I wish he would come back full time too, because then it would make sense. Yeah, it explains why they were having beef, because I do remember about a couple months ago they were going back. There was a lot of this like buzz about issues between Triple H and Roman and some kind of friction. So maybe that was a friction.
Mm.
We were meant to see that. What does Paul do best? He builds main eventers. How? He writes amazing storylines and coaches them. This is how it went with Roman. I 100% agree with that. And we talked a little bit about that, which why we love ECW, right? Like, he has a great brain for some of these stories, whereas, you know, and he lives and breathes wrestling, whereas some of these other creatives don't know wrestling from anything. So I absolutely agree. I wish they would have let him come back full time, because they really need him. But I also think from the business perspective, go ahead, Candace. I didn't know that this is why Roman didn't take that picture with him after the Rumble. I was wondering why that picture was missing. Look at you picking that up. I didn't even notice. But anyway, I think that they realize that that makes Roman more powerful. And like, you're at the point where, from a creative perspective, if he leaves, you end up like what happened with The Rock, where he left and a portion of the audience left with him, right? Like, there's a lot to kind of like consider from your audience perspective and your viewer perspective. You don't want to build the whole thing around him again, like they did with the Bloodline, if he's saying that this is his last contract either, right? Like, because there was some talk that he might not come back to wrestling, that he was going to move on to Hollywood for a while. So I'm wondering if the point is to try to position what?
Hold. He is not that good of an actor.
Okay. Well, you know what?
I mean, I love him, but he is not that good of an actor.
Not a problem.
So, which means, unless you have an action-packed things like how you used to do with The Rock, because I ain't gonna lie, in the beginning, Rock wasn't that main of an actor either. But
he's been playing the same character for like 15 years.
That is true.
It was on video. Triple H asked for the photo and Roman refused. I love it. Y'all are giving all the tea today. You know what? We're going to have to start putting this chat on the stream. I can't do that. The reason why I'm not doing that, y'all, is because I need these for clips later. So it will pop up sooner or later, but I suggest y'all getting in on these chats, because this is good stuff. All right, let's go backwards. We got some more stuff I missed. Okay. All right. WWE told Roman this because they want big pops when he returns. Like, excuse me, WWE, he is Roman freaking Reigns. He's going to get a big pop no matter when he's on TV. Facts, because anytime he shows up, like, again, he's the center of the universe when he shows up. But that is my biggest issue, is he's the center of the universe, and then he leaves, and we're like, why was he here again? And then he's gone, and we're all missing the center of the universe. Like, that's crazy. Monty says there's no beef. Y'all can fight this out in the comments. I don't know. Beef, no beef, I don't know. I need photographic evidence. Somebody send me a link, okay? All right,
well,
Faith.
Candace is a lawyer, so I'm going to go with Candace. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go.
Contract rumors were centered around Roman wanting more dates and WWE saying no. The movie thing was never an issue. Look at y'all.
Why it was never an issue? Because he can't act. Okay, sorry.
All right. Now let's talk SmackDown.
Let's go.
I feel like now I really want Karrion back more. Like, y'all don't even understand yet. I've been thinking about Killer Cross for a minute, and I've been wanting him to come back. So y'all are getting my hopes up now. Anyway, so what did we think? There's a lot that happened on SmackDown last week, and tomorrow is SmackDown again. All right, Monty.
Oh.
He wants to do. Anyway, a lot of things happened on SmackDown. All right, such as Kiana James pinning Charlotte Flair to enter the chamber.
Don't poke what bear? I ain't scared. Nigga, I'm from New York.
Y'all know. Here we go.
What bear am I poking?
Here y'all go. Anyhow. So what do you think about that? Kiana pinning Charlotte to enter the chamber? I didn't see that coming. I definitely thought Charlotte was going to the chamber.
Especially how they did the teaser with Jade and her. And Jade came back like I was still talking. And I was just like, okay, calm down. Calm down. Because
that felt real extra.
That
felt real extra.
I was like, why did you just do that? Did they tell you to do that? Because that sounds crazy. Like, she didn't even say no words to you. It'd be different if she said words to you. She just looked at you and kept going.
I guess Jay didn't appreciate being shrugged off. I was sitting here like, oh, I know what that is. That was real uncomfortable. That was like, Jade, you okay? Like, why we mad at Charlotte? Charlotte pissing other people off? I don't understand what's happening here. This is more tea from WrestleFaith. There was a potential storyline that Triple H will begin to get heavily involved in a storyline with Roman, Rock, and Team Corporate. Yeah, but I don't want The Rock back because it was crazy. This is what I mean. If you have these one-time stops and then it's a mess. Like, we were still wondering why he was even there and what the purpose was long after the fact. He could have just stayed away. Instead, we had him, that Travis, y'all don't get me started. That was a lot. And I could take it places. Monty, I want him back, but I don't want him to get mistreated the way he did. Roman? The Rock? What are you talking about? Monty, tell us who you're talking about. Who is the he? Ooh, and Faith got more spoiler alerts. I love it. We have missed you. If you are watching us for the first time, you are in for a treat because we got all the tea today. Y'all not even trying to let me talk SmackDown. Okay, what happened? She felt disrespected. I could tell she felt disrespected, John. Jay was real angry because Charlotte brushed her off.
That's true. But I mean,
but Charlotte had a match. So I didn't understand what she was supposed to do.
And it's also like, why am I talking to you right now? Like, I ain't got nothing to say. I'll pop that shit when this I
could tell it was off the script because I could just hear Triple H yelling at his headset, keep it moving. Like, I could just hear it. That's my fault for watching Unreal, but I could just feel him screaming through the headset, like, what you doing?
Well, it makes sense because that's why I felt extra, because it was like, I don't think you were supposed to do that. Or maybe she was supposed to continue and she decided to not.
It was awkward. That's the first thing I thought when I saw that whole thing. I was like, y'all need to learn how to communicate with team members, okay? Because Jesus. All right, but yes, Killer Cross. Yes, I don't want him to come back and be disrespected. I absolutely agree with you. But I do want to see him on my TV on a weekly basis. On my TV, respectfully.
Because can you
And I
imagine
don't.
if he stayed and all the chaos he could have created? That was great.
Yes, I already knew the chaos. I could just feel it bubbling up, and it wasn't him who didn't want to stay. It was the situation, which again, that takes us back to SmackDown. But I want to hold on that piece because I think they're doing a really good job with Kiana James. I liked what she did in the Rumble. I think she's been looking really good. I'm still confused about this. Did they break up her and Julia? Can someone explain that? Like, I didn't want them together in the first place, but I feel like it's a hot mess. We got more tea in the comments. Babe, girl. There may be real beef between Charlotte and Jade coming from Jade's side. I mean, I can see that. I can see that. That's two alpha females.
Can we talk about what's going on with Jade's face? And why is it so puffy?
Girl.
What?
Thank you, John. You're the only one who want to stay on topic with me today. Thank you, John. We over here talking about Jade's face. Her and Charlotte is not making it. I don't know. I will say, I think that, they're still together? Well, listen, it's really ridiculous that they are together. I keep saying that. But I do love that they have Kiana positioned more like an upcoming star than what they were doing before with her, just this mouthpiece situation. Because respectfully, is she a mouthpiece? I might say not quite. Not quite.
Well, if you don't speak, never mind. There's no way.
But I will say,
without saying it, it sounds crazy.
I don't know where you're going with that, but something tells me we don't want you to finish that thought. But I really appreciate the way that they're booking her. And I like that she looks strong. And this is why I was calling for her. All those months where I was like, where is she? Where is she? Because I watched her grow in NXT and she was fantastic. And she took the time when she was not in the ring to study. I actually read that, like she was in another interview talking about that. She was like, I went back to study wrestling tapes. I went back to get better. And I think it shows. But I don't think that you needed to put her in a managerial situation. I think she could have stood on her own instead of being Julia's mouthpiece. And also, I would argue that if they would put Julia, the spotlight more on her vicious nature, you would see how great she was on the independents. Like, we didn't spend a lot of time with her in NXT, but she's also a star. But it goes back to whether you're actually going to be investing in the women's division the same way that you are doing for the men's division. But even we see holes there. All right, Kiana has been in the, look at y'all. Y'all, yes, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for following me. Kiana is doing great. I love to see her sister doing well, and she is. Thank goodness that they did not go with the original storyline for her return, because no, thank you. Amen. Amen. I don't know what they was doing. It was crazy. Kiana's been allowed with Charlotte in the shows, both recovering from knee injuries, and she's putting in the work. I 100% agree. I have seen them together a lot, and I was wondering what that was about. Who does Jade hang with? Anybody notice her with no pictures of somebody? Who does she hang with? Just out of curiosity.
Well, the people that she did hang with ain't there.
Anyhow. All right. However, Rhea and Julia was delicious as well. I felt like that was a fantastic match.
Can we talk about how she slammed her face in the mat? I don't think that was supposed to be. I don't know.
No.
I don't think that was on script. I don't know. That looked crazy.
It did. It did look crazy. But Julia is vicious. Like, if you watch her matches from the indies, she was in Japan forever. Like, ma'am is not one of these fragile, gentle people. Like, her and Stephanie can get real aggressive. Jade is close to Ricky. I meant females. I'm sorry, I didn't say that, John. Like, does she travel with other women? Or is it just Jade? And I say this because Sometimes when you...
Why you say it like that?
Because sometimes when you stand apart from people, we talked about this, remember?
Did we? I don't remember.
Y'all crazy. We talked about this a few months ago. So women and friendships can be hard. Got her over here dying. Breathe. Jeez, breathe. Good gracious.
And I got
sometimes with other women, you need to develop that kind of camaraderie. And so I'm like, when you don't do that, it's very easy for you to develop these kind of misunderstandings and drama. All right, let's see.
Wait, hold on. Wait, we got, I don't know who, wait, where you going? Hold on, let me do this first. Okay. Maybe.
I agree. She was very good in the Rumble. I agree.
Okay.
Ooh, the Novus knows. I didn't know. Look who here. New person.
I just
sorry. I brought it back.
Off.
I'll bring it back. I'm sorry.
Remember, I have the same thing. I just did it.
Now I'm regretting giving you this power. So I think they just had Kiara as a mouthpiece so she could be on TV. They knew they had to do something with her. They did, but I don't know that this was the thing that they should have done with her. Because Julia is not really a friend person. Like, she's not someone who needs a guru. She's like her own beast, if that makes sense. Y'all are all the one in the comments. I love y'all today. Okay. All right. I think Rhea did a good job selling during the match with Julia. I think she did too. I think it made Julia look very strong. Candace.
And not me having the song in my head. Her man. It's not gonna come out right because I'm sick.
I agree with you. I also agree with you. Those are AKAs for you. Shout out to the AKAs. I got a few in my family, but they a little stuck up. First of all, I really wanted to be an AKA, so I don't know.
It would make sense for me to be an AKA because I like to stare at myself in the mirror while I talk.
What?
Why you act like that's been my thing since I was a kid? I'll be talking to you, and if there's a mirror behind you, it's all over. I'll be talking straight to myself as I talk to you.
She was working with Natty, but she seems like a lone wolf. I do think so. I think so too, John. But I just all that to say, I thought those are really great matches, and I think SmackDown was really good because that we got some really quality matches. Beyond that,
can we talk about the King of Petty right now,
Mr. Drew McIntyre? Drew McIntyre is becoming one of my favorites because the amount of petty that he has is legendary. You know, I love me a petty king. Like Seth, he can hold on to that situation with CM Punk until his daughter graduates college. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna be mad at that man. Like he and Becky could have a whole basketball team and he's still gonna be like F CM Punk. You know what I'm saying? I love me a petty king. And the way that Drew won't let it go, even though he's the champion, right? Like, you are finally the champion, my guy, but you don't care. You don't care. You just want to rub it in everyone else's face. It's beautiful. And it's hella hilarious. Though it is annoying that we have 400 million matches that are DQs. Or should be DQs because you out here ruining the match. That's crazy. But yes, he is petty. He stays petty. And I still think it was Cody who attacked Jacob. I don't think it was Drew.
No.
But I love that Drew bought him a ticket. just to, do you get
to? No, he bought himself the skybox.
Okay, so he bought himself the skybox. But technically, if you are a fan, don't you get arrested for jumping the
You should. But, technically, he can also say, I work there.
But he didn't work there earlier. Remember how he said, this is why I bought a ticket?
Yeah, because you said I couldn't.
This is confusion. Mm-hmm. It's confusion. That's all I'm saying. Drew McIntyre, a.k.a. Chest Hair, is the player hater of the year. That man is a man. You hear me? He is beautiful. He wore that cream outfit. I'm done, Monty. Okay. Anyway. I love that this feud with Jacob and Drew and Cody isn't going anywhere. I love that it's just it's just this triangle of crazy that continues to fuel a good story. I like it. I think that it's doing wonders for Jacob. I don't know if I think it's doing wonders for Cody, unless Cody's going to end up as a bad guy. Now, if he's going to do that, then I'm down. But if he's not, then no. Please go away. Drew said something very interesting on Friday. That makes me think he did jump Jacob.
Only if y'all knew.
This is why we're not going to give her the control anymore. We're going to just end her control.
No.
Anyway, what did he say, Faith, on Friday that makes you think he did jump Jacob? I'm clicking, okay? It had to be either Cody or Randy that attacked Jacob. Or maybe it was someone who attacked him on behalf of Cody. Okay. I like this.
Now, I can see where you're probably going with that because Drew did attack Randy. Then I was like, why are you attacking Randy?
For shiggles, as my kids like to say. He did a pirouette. What?
When?
It was during the contract signing when he was trying to get Cody to fight him. I'm going to need to find this footage, and then guaranteed I'm going to put this clip and that footage together in a what a reel.
You know what? But then that also would say that's why he is quick on his toes.
I mean, he might be a fantastic dancer. Maybe Drew should do Dancing with the Stars. And I thought, listen here, John. You know our streams are full of fun and peace and joy and chaos. I specifically told y'all that. And if you were watching the beginning of our intro, y'all want me to play that again? It says chaos, literally. It does. He said, you all bark and no bite. And then he started laughing. Why put emphasis on the bite part, especially when that is the area of injury on Jacob? You know what? I love this. I love this, Faith.
That's critical thinking. Critical thinking. I like that.
I didn't think that far, but I still don't think it's him because he was dead set saying it wasn't him. So I'm like, now I just think he's just mad because, he kept going after him. Then again, all right, Novus. Then again, Cody and them sharpness shoes be wearing. You know what? we questioned fashion choices, people's faces. It's quite a night with us today. It was quite a night with us. He could knock some teeth out. You know what I'm saying? I just think I think Tanisha said this last week too. But because we also know, like in real life, that he had to have teeth work done, he should stop talking about that so that we can lean in on the story a little bit more. Drew is making a laundry list of enemies. Didn't he already have a laundry list? A couple hampers, a whole laundromat of enemies? Because it feels like Drew just don't like nobody. Does he have a friend? Didn't he just fight Sheamus too? Like, I don't think he got no friend. I don't. You know who? I want to take this moment to shout out Nick Aldis. Because I feel like we don't give him as much praise as we like to give Adam Pearce. But Nick Aldis is doing the thing on SmackDown. I find it very entertaining that he's always threatening somebody. And then I also feel like he is a really good GM. Like, they respect him and they listen to him. Whereas poor Adam looked like he about to bust a brain aneurysm any moment. All right, Monty, let's see what you got. Even though he said all bark and no bite and then laughed to me, he's laughing at Jacob's pain for getting his teeth knocked out. I don't think he did it. I mean, I would second that thought, as a matter of fact. Look, y'all, Cody nor Drew want smoke with Jacob. They're both afraid that if Jacob faces either of them, he's getting that title and will hold it for ransom like his cousin did. Well, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I would like Jacob to be champion.
He does have PTSD. He does. I said that. Didn't I say that last week? Well, you weren't here. Sorry. But yeah, I said that last week. I said he just has beef, and that's the problem.
You need to go to a therapist, like I said, and work it out. You got to be happier, my guy. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Aldis back on TV tonight. Yes. I saw Mickey was back. I watched TNA because I was excited about it.
They married together?
Yes. Mickey James
I
and
don't know.
Nick Aldis. Yeah, they cute together. They got kids together. All right, Nick Aldis got some old pointy shoes. He do though. Y'all are our favorites tonight. Y'all bringing the fire. Oh, this is a good conspiracy theory.
Oh,
wait,
backwards.
backwards.
Wait, hold on. So you mean this is the white version or the white/black version of Bianca, Naomi, and Jade? Interesting.
This is where we are. We think it's the. You know what? I don't think you're wrong. I'm starting to wonder. Like, I like that this story has so many layers that we don't know who did it. Right? Like, I feel like it could be Cody. We got people saying it could be Drew. I mean, it could be Randy. Like, it could be anybody, I guess. But
It ain't Randy.
I don't think it was Randy because Randy would have did it. He would have owned it.
He would have owned that. He would like, yeah, it was me. I'm the Viper for a reason. Like,
that's right. I mean, Nick Aldis is a sober GM.
You know what?
Y'all be on one, and I don't think y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. Really?
Well, really? If you look at the people that are on Raw.
Sorry, I'm done following it. Okay.
There's a reason why he's angry. Adam has a reason to be angry. He has a lot of disrespectful, disingenuous people.
Yep. I understand. And I feel I understand, and I feel that Adam deserves his flowers for having to put up with them crazy people. But she did not say Hornswoggle.
See, I just said that. See, Jay said, see, Faith, she agrees with me. This is repeating.
I mean, Nick Aldis is a sober GM, or as I like to say, he's a sober assistant principal compared to Adam Pearce, who's a drunk and enraged all the damn time. You know what? Listen, if you had Adam's job, you might be drunk all the time too. I mean, I might not want to be sober. And I feel like Nick can still go in the ring, you know what I'm saying? But we know Adam is done. So I also feel like they could be setting Nick up to be the one who could, like, you know, get off the shelf whenever he feel like it.
What if he is the one that's in the box?
That's a good point. Give us your guesses for who the hell is in that box. On Raw/SmackDown or Raw/SmackDown, but we get to find out this Sunday because they're going to ship it to Chicago for Elimination Chamber. However, y'all, whatever's in there is probably dead because it's been going back and forth from one show to another. And I don't know if you know this, but UPS, and FedEx, they don't really care that much. So who's ever going back and forth, they ain't gonna make it.
Well, I would like to say, someone who did do UPS during the holiday, I was very gentle with packages until I didn't care anymore. But I tried my best.
He is. Every week he is handed out a disciplinary referral, except when Paul Heyman got him in trouble and he ended up in the principal's office. Is Danhausen? God, I hope not. Respectfully. I don't think Danhausen is a good fit for WWE. I don't get it. I don't think that would go well. Oh my God. That's who I wanted to be, John. That's who I wanted to be. Mr. Iguana and a life-size Jessica. That's what I wanted to be. Absolutely. Almost like a Barney wannabe. Let's see. There'll be no scrap daddy slander here. 100%. Y'all know we ride for Adam Pearce. Mm-mm. Hey, Dalton. Welcome, welcome. Y'all are making it hard to stay on task. Y'all funny today. All right, let's see. I want to talk about Trick Williams. First of all, having Trick and Carmelo in a match together was chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, 100%. It was just something really special about having them together again in a match, even because they haven't even put them near each other ever since Trick came on the roster. So it's been kind of weird that they didn't have any Trick Mello interactions. But I did like that match, and it was incredible. And then...
Wait.
His song is so over.
Wait.
Who's the Shockmaster?
Wait, did you see what Faye wrote?
Yes, my guess is Kevin Owens, Buddy Murphy, a new tag title. Boo! No new tag titles. The Evil from New Japan, 20 hours Swaggle, disappointing item. Faith, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. We missed you so much. The lemon pepper steppers, you don't even know. My child was in the room while I was watching SmackDown, and a sign said lemon pepper steppers, and he was like, "Ooh." He's like, "Mom, what does that mean?" I was like, "They're his shoes." And then my son turned around and walked away. So, I don't think he was impressed, but I was impressed by the amazingness that his charisma is crazy. It's like you get into his orbit and you want to stay there. And I just think he's going to be a big star. I can't wait for him to blow up further. But I do think that I understand that.
Can they finally give him another color?
Candace.
Can they give him another color, though?
Can he continue to be Holy Ghost filled, white light shining? Like, I want to see that everywhere.
Well, we can't give a little gold, get a little, a little pizzazz,
It's silver or gold. Don't he have like? Have you watched his thing? It's R-Truth. John, it can't be because R-Truth was in. He was talking about it this week.
R-Truth. It could be R-Truth. He may be like, I've somehow stumbled upon myself and I got shipped around.
I hope it's him. Chick versus Brock at Mania.
No.
Oba versus Brock at Mania, preferably for a retirement match in Jesus' name. Preferably. Please. That's right, John. This is why he wear white. I don't know why she out here acting like she don't understand.
I'm not.
I don't know why you acting like you don't get it. You think it could be Kevin Owens? I miss him too, though. Because the way he like gets everybody together by just looking at them like they're stupid is my favorite thing in the world. Like, he was one of my favorites. Like, I know I had a hard time picking my favorite wrestler, but I'm telling you, he was up there.
Well,
he was up there.
We need Kevin on the show. Kevin, if you ever watch this,
Kevin Owens
on the show. Mm-hmm.
We do. It just
makes sense.
He just sees it like it is, and I appreciate it because honestly, help him. Brock is retiring at SummerSlam in his hometown. Well, here I was getting my hopes up. Thanks, mate. Here I was. Anyhow, back on topic.
You know who should retire him? The Undertaker.
Anyway, so Aleister Black and okay, I'm not with y'all today. What, Monty? Monty said chicken wings from Magic City. Can you mute while you breathe? Please. Y'all try to kill Tanisha. Can y'all hold it for a minute? She need air. Hold on for a minute. She's trying to take her out. Girl. Can you get some water? Like, what's happening? Go get some water. Please. I'm not trying to have an international incident. So let's say chicken. Yes, somebody said chicken. Monty. We knew that if we put you two on the same live stream that we was going to barely make it through. It's rough right now. See, look what y'all did. Y'all done made Tanisha go away. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. On one. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Aleister Black. I'm curious if Aleister Black and Karrion Kross can exist on the same show, because I think that would be an interesting dynamic. So I'd love to know what you guys think about this. Like, I love what Aleister's doing. I love Zelina's new, like, snaky character, because I think she does villain well and always has. And I like the tag team of her and her husband. But I'm wondering, like, how do you think that would work if we got Kevin Kross, Killer Kross, and Scarlett back? How do you think that will work? You think they go to different shows? You think they can exist in the same one? Do they make an alliance? Is it a feud? Let me know what you think in the comments. I hope she's okay. No, by the way, did y'all see the Atlanta Hawks are having Magic City Monday for their game versus the Magic City? I didn't know that. I didn't know that, John. Oh my God. Atlanta, only there. 3 words, Kiara. House of Black. I know that's right. I know that's right. It would be magic. I wish Carrie and Alistair formed tag team. See, y'all see it. You see the synergy too. I love this. I love this. I would love them together. That's what I was hoping for. Is like if they end up together, that I think that they have the same type of niche of a character. I think it would be really special to see them together. And I'd love to see Zelina and Scarlett. And hopefully if they come back, we get to see Scarlett wrestle, for God's sake. Because they really just left her out there for no reason. Crazy work. Well, I would like to move on to Monday Night Raw. But I don't see a text from Tanisha yet to make sure she's alive out here. You would have put them on different shows or have them form a stable. They're essentially the same character now. I mean, I definitely think that's what my concern was, though. I think that they could exist, but right now it feels too similar from where he left to where Alistair is now. So how do you make that work? House of Black. Alistair, Rhea's husband, Buddy, and then Zelina and Carrion. Ooh. We need a new faction. Judgment Day's out. So she's okay. She's back. Thank you, Dalton, for checking on her.
I'm going to put all y'all in timeout. Okay? Let me explain. I just had a whole asthma attack. Thank you. I'm going to put y'all all in timeout. Timeout. It is.
Jesus. 2 please and popcorn. Thank you, Monty. You get it. All right, we're moving on to Raw now. Welcome back. Take a minute. Welcome back. So I do want to talk a little bit about Raquel qualifying for the Elimination Chamber. Did you see that coming? Hi, Mimi. Welcome, welcome.
Yes.
You did? You thought it would be him? Her? Sorry. I'm looking at 2 different things.
Yes. Because I couldn't see them putting Io or Kyrie in there. Because their whole tag team, their partners are in.
Yeah.
So maybe
I mean, I could see that. Okay, that's true. I mean, but I think Kari and Asuka, it could have made sense at some point because, you know, they're kind of building to something between them. But I see what you're saying.
Not yet, though.
I see what you're saying. No, we definitely have some time on that. Oh, Mimi, they was it's been live in here.
I mean, technically, yes, I am sick, but
she is. Yep.
But they made me have an asthma attack, so you know.
That's why she needs to live closer. If you were at my house, you'd be drinking this lemon, ginger, cinnamon tea situation that works like a charm. I feel so much better. Just trying to tell you. I'm gonna have to ship you some. Maybe I should ship you some in a crate too, and then you can figure that out. I'm happy Raquel's in there. The women's chamber fat feels more balanced with feel. Yes, I do think so. I was like, this will actually feel good. I don't think it's going to beat watching Jade come and beat the hell out of Naomi last year. That was a moment to behold. But I definitely think it needs something. So I'm glad it feels like there's a lot of different characters in there. That being said, did you think Jay was going to qualify? Or do you think this was absolutely because Bronson had that injury?
Now that I know he had the injury, because I ain't gonna lie. Initially, I didn't see him hurt himself. Okay. I think that was one of the times I walked away and came back because I go to the bathroom. I don't know. It's one of those times.
Say leaving the TV screen.
But But I did realize once I didn't see Bronson or that it was going to be Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Not realizing Bronson was on the floor getting whatever was happening. So
Rolling out the ring, getting helped back.
yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't know. So yeah, it would make sense. Do I think he'll go get the title? No. But yes, it makes sense.
Okay. I'm making my tattoos cry. Listen. Listen. Y'all been on one and y'all been so live. And every time we go live lately, y'all have been the best. So we appreciate you. Jay was always planned for Chamber. I hate to disappoint all the Jay haters that may be out there. That was planned months ago. I love Jay. And I don't know why people hate on him. I think he's doing great. I don't understand this. Bronson was going to win, plus more shenanigans with the mask men.
I mean,
was he? Did we want him to? Because this whole Vision nightmare is the problem, right? Like, I think this takes us back to the problem that we're currently in. Like, the Vision only had 3 members left, and now we down to 2. It feels like it's Survivor. Like, I don't think that they should even, like, they just need to maybe, I don't know. I think creative storytelling could save it, but I also would be okay if they just made it disappear. It's just a mess. It's a mess. I hope Bronson ignore all those folks that ends up being injury prone. He gets hurt at the most inopportune times. You know what I think they should do? I think they need to start praying over the canvas. You know what I'm saying? They need to just put some holy water down, because I ain't never. This is, when I was watching them, I kept thinking, is it Atlanta? Like, why is everyone having problems this week? It was a hot mess. And then having that angle with Natty and Maxine was terrifying. I just don't like yeeting, I'm being honest. What? Who doesn't like to yeet, Dalton? They're really the astigmatism now. Yes, your hand is raised. Speak.
I just want to say, if they put house shows back, it may not be
Injury prone.
Getting injured.
I agree with you.
Do you not like eating because it's a workout? I get my workout in. It's good cardio.
It is. And I enjoy me a yeet. And yes, Jimmy is out with Naomi. I know. That was my other thing, was like, Naomi's due to give birth like pretty soon, right? So I'm like, and she's a high risk pregnancy. So I'm like, you know, I would want my husband quite close. I wish Vision disbanded. You know, at this point, I don't know how you only have 2 of them and hope for the best. And one of them's Logan Paul. And I'm just respectfully tell y'all, I don't think he's a good anchor for that group. I think he's good on his own. I know, Dalton out here giving us bad news because he don't like Ian. Crazy work, Dalton. I'm disappointed.
No, everybody's entitled to their opinions and how they feel.
I just think I'm disappointed now. Which is why I think Seth set it up this way. Could be. Like I said, good writing could save it, but I just, is there something? Dalton, you said you didn't like eating. That's what happened with Faith. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Liv and Stephanie. Estefania, as Dominic likes to call her. Was that ever in question? I think I said that she was going to pick Stephanie last week, after she made her cry. But even before that, I just couldn't see anyone else. That's right, we can. I didn't see anyone else who would be a good choice for Liv in that moment. Yes, y'all know this is a welcome space. It's all love here. We can disagree and agree together. That's not a problem. But there was no other person for Liv to go against here. Like, I didn't even understand why Jade came to Raw. I was like, what's she here for? What's she here for?
Oh, not Candice saying it was a waste of time.
Tell me why you think it was a waste of time, Candice.
Oh, wow.
Candice has strong opinions this week. I will say SmackDown was more fun than Raw. But I also think y'all remember it was a snowstorm. It was dealing with a lot. We was all watching people be buried in blizzards. Not me this time, hallelujah. But
That's me.
She had to get her lick back. I mean, she did, but
I ain't gonna lie. I walked away from the. All I did was turn around, and then I heard doop. I was like, "Who? What? Wait, what?" Because I was like, "Oh no, she's really gonna pick Jade." I'm actually kind of surprised. That kind of cooked me for a cookie. And then I heard doop as I turned around, and I said, "What?" And I said, "What happened?" And it was like, "Well, she hit her."
She hit her with a microphone. Yeah.
I said, "Well, okay."
Listen, I mean, knockouts was the theme of the night because shortly after that, or before that, or after that, I can't remember, we definitely saw Natty knock out Maxine. So Raw was all about AJ. I do think so. But I also did not like that. So I have to tell you, when we were watching this, we were like, when's AJ coming out? Like, what's happening? We didn't realize he was going to be the last segment. But now, hindsight, I kind of enjoy him being the last segment. But it wasn't my favorite episode of Raw by any means. But I was awake because I wanted to see AJ. So I guess they kept me on the hook.
Okay, can we talk about Javon Evans and him having Offset? And I thought WWE was not picking sides or picking
in the divorce.
So whatever is happening, I don't know. That sounds a little.
Yeah, aren't they divorced? Anyway, the point is, no, WWE doesn't pick sides. Mm-mm. They don't pick sides. They could love Cardi. They could love Offset. It just, it was what it was. They did keep Raw low key because they didn't want AJ upstage. Why Natty doesn't use Pin Up Strong anymore? That was a play how Jay psyched her out last year in the chamber before destroying Naomi. That's a good point, John. That's a good point. But she was never going to pick her. Ooh. Faith, listen. I don't think they're going to put Offset in the ring. I was real happy when we didn't see him no more. Like, I'm really getting tired of these celebrity guests. You know what I'm saying? Like, respectfully, I don't care who came to Raw. I know that that's a thing, but I don't care. But I do remember, during the Attitude Era, they would have people backstage and we would see them in segments, but it's just getting old. It's getting old. It wasn't my favorite. Like I said, Raw was fine. The last segment was really good. The women matches were good. I like the chamber matches. Those are always really good because, you have these triple threats, or not in some cases, but it was okay. I was not in love with that. All right, anything else you want to chat about before I get on to NXT and AEW?
Nope.
Mm-mm. Let's do it. All right, so.
Oh, wait. Did we talk about Finn?
Nope, let's talk about Finn. Jay was never going to hit Liv, LOL. Her face did look like it was puffy. I will say that. So back to what Sneisha said before she started, coughing. When Jade came in the ring, I was a little concerned because I was like, her face looked really puffy. And I was like, did something happen? Did she get hit somewhere? Hope she's doing okay. Just want to send out my well wishes to her. All right, let's talk Finn because, I love me a Finn who from old days. Okay, I love it. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's definitely giving us Finn's about to break. Because especially when Dom was like, but I need y'all. He goes, you need to figure it out. Because I figured it out when none of y'all were here. So you need to figure it out. And JD's like, oh, I'm going to talk to him. Let me tell you, Finn ain't coming. He meant what he said. He is in a chase on a title for himself. He ain't worried about you.
He's not. Can we keep rappers out the ring?
But yeah, I think that was a good segue. And I need to build on it and break them up for good. That's all.
They should have broke up already. Like at this point, I'm so tired of waiting Judgment Day to shatter. Like shatter already. Are they waiting for Roxanne to come back? Also, best wishes for you, girl. Healing, all that, prayers and all that. But It's the slowest breakup ever. Almost as slow as the one we about to talk about. Did they just tell us that Judgment Day is going to interfere on Saturday? Probably. Y'all are on one. On one again. Free the demon. Hashtag mag.
But what I can say is, what? You know what? I'm done. I can't do this with y'all, okay? I mean, I do have the inhaler in my pocket, but I can't do this with y'all.
Breathe in your nose, honey.
I can't breathe in my nose right now. It's congested.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Anyway, what we can say is, who did break up was Soul and Ruka.
Amen. Hallelujah. Finally.
Like that segment? Like how I did that?
Soul and Ruka. Yeah, just hallelujah. Amen. Finally. Thank you, goodness. I was so tired of waiting those two to break up. And she did it so fast and efficient. Like, I was like, dang. Ding, ding. Right before the ding, ding. It was crazy. I was like, but finally, which is why you see that picture in the top. It was amazing. It was amazing. I've been waiting for this because truly, I feel like I'm on Zaria's side. Like, Soul has kind of used her and then left her, didn't communicate with her, didn't complain when she was mad at her, didn't apologize, might I add. So I was like, hallelujah, break up already. It made my day that they broke up and we can move on because anytime now, like anytime now. I was really sick of it. But the joy on JC's face was probably equal to mine. Mm-hmm. I felt like I lit up on the inside because
first off,
why are we still here?
First off, it's not even that. Once she hit her and pinned her, she goes, I did it. And I was like, girl, you had help. And the bell didn't even ring before the help started. I mean, I'm just saying. You didn't do anything. It's not an accomplishment.
No. She did. She hit her with her fisticuffs and she fell out.
No. You did not beat her. Like, yes, you technically, sure, you beat her, but you didn't beat her. It's going to become a 3-day. It's going to end up becoming a 3-way titled shot.
With Zarya, Soul, and Jason?
Yes, at, what's that? NXT, is it Vengeance? Whatever is going in next week. I forgot. I think it's Vengeance. But it's next week.
Okay. I don't know. I can't remember what the next NXT event is. I'm having a hard time keeping up all the
No, I'm telling you, it's next week. It's next Saturday.
Wait a minute. Zarya lost Soul's title and was gifted a shot at the Knockout title and lost. I mean, because she was going through a lot. You know, I really feel like if Soul had showed her the proper respect and kindness due a friend, she might have been focused. If she had just showed her the same love and respect that Zarya was giving her, because she was giving her mad juice. She was like, oh, I'm here. She was her bodyguard, her this, her that. What was Soul doing? Busy being Soul. Like, not worried about Zarya. So Zarya might as well go up there and do what she need to do, and I'm proud of her. Y'all dismayed for JCJ needs to be studied. I don't dislike JC. Okay, I feel like she's grown significantly, and I'm proud of where she is now.
Well, Faith said something.
I know that's not me. I was like, I get it. Listen, Monty. Listen, Monty. That was one of my favorite parts of the entire night. My least favorite part of the entire night was Miles Bourne getting that North American title.
You know what? Listen. He deserves
least favorite. Now, this is not mean. I enjoyed his promo for the first time ever. When he did his promo, I was in it. I leaned in. I listened. I was like, I kind of feel like you should win, ish. But I didn't want him to win because Ethan is Ethan. Soul said, don't hate me because I'm great. You know what, John? She is a premium, excellent, Black excellence on display. Even though y'all out here in Black History Month denying our other brothers and sisters, y'all's own one out here, internet wrestling. Anyway, also, Kiana James is also half black, people. Remember that. I just want to put that out there for y'all too. Do y'all research before y'all be denying our people. Okay. So I put that in there because I was sick of seeing that online. Anyhow, but yes, I'm very upset because I think Ethan does some magic for NXT. Having him there, having him as a heel, he's very, very good. Respectfully, is Miles going to be that engaging as champion?
I think he has more of an edgier take, so I think he would.
Miles one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think out there. I don't know
he's
about
been
that.
hanging out with that Stephanie, okay? So he's learning some things.
It's Stephanie. Yes, she is doing. She's excellent, but that doesn't mean he's excellent.
You know what? I'm gonna need you to stop.
Listen here. Just because your man, you with somebody, don't mean you the same. That's all I'm saying. You can have love and be loved and not be the same. That's all I'm saying. I respect people. You got to meet people where they are. And I don't think he's there. That's all I'm going to say. I'm done. But I did appreciate his promo. And then, is there anything else I want to talk about? I feel like that title change with the Vanity Project and Dark State. What in the... It was for... The good part is that WWE doesn't do this on the main roster. There were 4 title matches in one night, and we don't have that until the Night of Champions, and it'd be the wrong titles. You know what I'm saying? So at least NXT is doing better on that front. Thank you, Candace. He's not going to be good as Ethan. Thank you for riding with me, Candace and John. Thank you. No offense. Miles is good. He's just not great. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I feel like there was something else I want to talk to you about. JC, Ethan, Miles.
Let's talk about Thea.
Oh, yes. Thea and Blake. And Jada looking fire with her hair down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, ma'am. I was loving it. I was like, look at her. Fire. Gorgeous. Loved it. Thought she was fantastic. Loved her little smile. That's what you get. Like, so it was great. And then Blake being scared to face Thea again. Like, seriously, girl. Seriously. How you gonna be a champion and you scared of Thea? What does that say about you? It's not good. Just gonna tell you that. It's not good. You should not be scared of Thea. So,
well,
you know, I can't even. Let's see. I do quickly want to get in some AEW Dynamite because I had a blast watching that. I have to tell you.
Did you know? Did you see? Oh,
what? Go. No.
I saw a clip that one of the girls got injured in the. I wanted to talk about that, but let's do that first.
Wait, who got injured?
I don't know her name, but there was a tag. It was a tag. It was with Willow and the other girl.
Oh, Willow and yes.
And how they literally moved. Like the girl went, "Oh, let me catch you now," and I was like, "Nah, you planned that." That was like, we don't fuck with you. This was like in football where they're like, "Oh, you think, yeah, all right, let's move out the way. You get sacked now."
I do think she's gonna do great things, but she shouldn't be scared of Thea. But no, so the women, Penelope, that's the one who got hurt. I was about to say Penelope is who I think I got hurt, but like I wasn't sure for sure. Tanisha don't know these AEW people, but there's one thing I want to call attention to because this is my favorite part that I feel like WWE needs to listen in and pay attention to. The way that Dynamite starts is that different wrestlers give quick promos. So it goes from like wrestler to wrestler to wrestler. And it feels like story to story. Love you, Faith. Good night. Story to story to story.
Thank you.
And it's really engaging. Like it immediately catches you into the story where you don't wait for someone come to the ring, give this long ass promo and speech. You're just in the story. And I think WWE needs to start doing something different. Because starting the show with the announcers talking, with watching wrestlers walk out was fun for a little while, but it's not as fun as what you're looking at when you watch AEW. Like, I'm immediately centered in the story with the characters, what's going to happen next. They do a really good job of like bringing you in. Maybe not necessarily counting down how we got there. Like, they counting on you to have seen like the previous things, but at least I'm actually in the story at the start of the show, which I think is a nice thing. And I don't know if I said that before, but that is one of my favorite parts of watching Dynamite. That being said, MJF this week, I'm going to tell you, girl, because I know you ain't seen this clip. MJF thought he was so slick. You know, I'm not going to say that because our brother will be mad. But he thought he was super slick because he brought that two-sided quarter and they were flipping for the type of match that's going to happen at Revolution. And MJF was like, you know, one side of the coin was a Texas death match, which, you know, Hangman has kind of done a bunch of those. And then the other one was basically kind of no holds barred for MJF, but not for Hangman. Like, Hangman couldn't use weapons. MJF could. And so naturally, he flipped the coin and MJF came up on top, right? But then he goes to leave the ring and his way gets blocked. Oof. Yes, John. I'm going to get to that in a minute. He gets blocked, and then he has to come back to the ring and admit he had a two-sided quarter, and then Tony Khan makes the match be a Texas death match. But what I think is really special about this is MJF is such, how do I say this without getting beat? A heel that is unique and perfect for TV. He's perfect for TV. Like, I don't even have the words to tell you how fun it is to watch him act up, say crazy crap, get his behind beat, let him do some more shenanigans. And it feels, I don't want to say real, but definitely entertaining, for sure. So I think they do a good job with that, and we have that to look forward to in Revolution. Then we had Swerve's situation. So Swerve turned on Omega last week. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Sean. Then they're talking about Swerve. And Swerve basically attacked Kenny Omega last week. And now he's like, I have no regrets. Yeah. Like, I am the most dangerous man in AEW. Only to have Brody King say the same thing roughly after that. Okay, so now it's those two going after each other for this title for most dangerous man in AEW, which I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of looking forward to watching Brody King beat the heck out of him. I don't think he's gonna win, but it was enjoyable to watch that. And then, if you see nothing else, Tanisha, you have to watch this 10-man Mile High Madness match. It was the most fun. The Young Bucks, Jack Perry, and the Rascals, who are now in AEW, versus FTR, The Demand. I think that's it. Demand is 3. Yep, that's 5. So FTR and Demand. Demand is Ricochet's group. Remember I told you they do the little hand thing and they come out in them choir robes? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it was insanity. And I want to point this out that I think that the Rascals are in the perfect place for them. They are, on Collision, they have their clubhouse, similar to what they did in TNA. Mm-hmm. And now they have shirts that are like, sidebar a little vulgar, talking about smoking a little something, you know? And so, what's it? Smoke 'em all, I think is what it said, or something. I don't know. Either way, they are in the most perfect place. It looks so good. And they made that match 10 times better. So I will tell you, that was hella enjoyable. So if you don't see anything else from that night, that was my match of the night, is watching all of them go together. The crazy, it was chaotic. It was full of tricks and kicks and flying and tables. And Jack Perry went through a table so hard that I'm pretty sure I saw his head hit the ground. Like, it was insanity, but it was delicious. And there was no blood. So yay for that. All right, now I do want to call attention to what John said here. Deonna Purrazzo. The only problem I have with, not the only, that feels unfair. So last week on TikTok, someone commented on our video and they said, you have to admit that AEW is a superior promotion. And this is for you. What I'm about to say right now. Every promotion has good and bad sides of it all. There's things I don't like about AEW. I don't like that only certain women get elevated. I don't like what's going on with Britt Baker. I don't like what's going on with Deonna Purrazzo. I don't like that Athena is not hailed as the greatest champion ever with her over 1,000-day reign, period. Like, she should be highlighted every week because she should be drawing eyes to Ring of Honor. So there's lots of things that are not necessarily good there. And sometimes they do go overboard. It'd be crazy and it's unnecessary. But I think that you can love them both and appreciate them for what they are without necessarily being part of this tribalist nonsense. So, like I said, everything has good and bad sides, and you can appreciate them both. But I'm definitely never going to say I think one is better than the other unless I specifically qualify it with the things I think that they do better than the other one. But that does not mean they're perfect. Okay, I'm sorry I had to get off my soapbox there. But I just
Yeah, what she said, and clock it.
I'm tired of that. I'm tired. Don't begin our comments with the crazy. Don't do that. I can appreciate all wrestling. Okay, it's not the only wrestling we watch either. Had a great time at the indie show this weekend. Firestar Pro Wrestling. It's fantastic. Check them out. They got a Patreon. Put that out. And with that, are you ready for
speed round?
Yeah, that's right. You know what time it is. Let's do it.
Ding ding goes a bell, it's the speed round thrill. Who's gonna rise? Who's taking the spill? We're calling the shots, no time to chill. This is the moment to flex. Ding ding goes a bell, it's the speed round thrill. Who's gonna rise? Who's taking the spill? We're calling the shots, no time to chill. This is the moment to flex their skill. Who's got the bell? Who's hitting the mat? Who's taking the L? Who's got to come back? Main event, mamas with spitting predictions. Fast like a jab, no need for revisions. Pick 'em quick, call a move, lay the mission. Main event, mamas is a wrestling tradition. Choke hold tight or a suplex flight. Cage match, chaos or a ladder fight. Tag team dreams or a solo mic. We're throwing the dice on the spotlight. Main event, mamas with spitting predictions. Fast like a jab, no need for revisions. Pick 'em quick, call a move, lay the mission. Main event, mamas is a wrestling tradition.
You know, that's our song. That's our song. So you know what time it is. Our favorite time, because we got Elimination Chamber this weekend. And there's 4 whopping matches. So you know the name of the game, the quicker the better, because we got to get this all in one clip. So
got it.
You guys are welcome to weigh in the chats, but we're not going to read your chats until it's over because we got to make sure we get this all in one clip. Okay, so first match, women's IC title, Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. Who you got?
AJ Lee.
AJ Lee? I'm going Becky Lynch because I think she has to win this one. I'm going Becky Lynch. All right, World Heavyweight title, CM Punk versus Finn Balor. Who you got?
CM Punk. They ain't giving that off that man.
You don't get nothing for winning, so I can dream and I can say Finn Balor.
Dang, we opposite day. Okay.
Opposite day. All right. Women's Elimination Chamber. Tiffany Stratton versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Alexa Bliss versus Rhea Ripley versus Asuka versus Kiana James. Who will face Jade Cargill at Mania, Stacia?
Kiana.
Really? I'm going to go with Tiffany.
What? No, I don't
Tiffany.
Want it to be Tiffany.
But I think they're going to make it Tiffany. I think it's going to be Tiffany because
for what?
When you look at the rest of the people, it's not like we have those clear standouts like a Bianca or, So I can't like a Bianca. By the way, prayers for your finger, girl. We missed it. We lifted you up to the Lord so you can have healing so we can get you back anytime soon. So yeah, I think it's definitely going to be Tiffany. All right, men's Elimination Chamber. Cody versus Randy versus LA Knight versus Trick Williams versus Javon Evans versus Jey Uso. Who wins the shot at Drew McIntyre?
Wait, that's a lot of people in there. Hold on, wait.
There's 6. Okay. Cody, Randy, LA Knight, Trick Williams, Siobhan Evans, and Jay Uso.
I thought it was 5 people. I was like, wait,
it's
one
6.
too many.
You was not listening when I was saying the women's match, ma'am.
I wasn't.
6 people. 6 people. Pick one.
Okay. We already know they're gonna give it to Cody, but I'm gonna say Randy.
Drew McIntyre. Hell. This is hard. Drew McIntyre.
We don't get nothing for Wayne.
Cody.
Let's go.
Cody.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be Cody for sure because they want that triple threat shenanigans on shenanigans. That's right, John. That's right. All right, now we can check the comments. Let's go. Now we can check the comments, see what you guys got. All right. Love, y'all are funny. Becky's going to cheat. Probably. Becky, she's great, and she's not the only one who says it, so probably. And then, not John. Both the Brooks walk into Mania with gold, and Candace is anti that happening. Like I'm gonna have to be on Candace's side here. Oh, I'm just gonna be on Candace's side here. But my concern is that although I love Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight title, I know, my gut knows that they want CM Punk to walk into Mania with it because they want him to main event Mania on his own this time. So, Candace, all right, you think it'll be Rhea?
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't ready either. I don't know.
Maybe. I could see that. They need some star power. They do. That's the biggest problem with Jade right now. I absolutely agree that they don't have the people that they need. Cody, yeah, I get you, John. Shenanigans. And then I think they're going to have AJ win at Mania. I think so too. I think that she will take it later because I think Becky is wrapping up pretty soon too. That's my thinking. Because, I'm guessing she want to have more babies while her cute little baby is young so she can go out there and, be busy mom. Making movies, go home. And with that, we want to thank y'all for joining us tonight. Y'all have made this stream so fun. You caused Tanisha to have an asthma attack. Y'all was just really on one this evening. But y'all know we love y'all. Y'all have been such a blast to chat with us. We want to remind you that we also have an episode of Aftermath out today. It is 9 minutes, y'all. I got that thing down tight. It's a very new format. Definitely want to encourage you to check out our true crime stuff as well. There's a new page on the website dedicated to our case files. So you get a chance to look at that. And with that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you had fun with us tonight, we want you to hit like on whatever platform you're in. Subscribe because y'all know the only way you know when we go live is pretty much being connected to one of our platforms because I don't have time always to send out notices and neither does Tanisha. So sometimes we just pop on.
I feel like John felt like we ignored him because he said it again.
Oh.
So we're
Alexa
going to do it.
wins and Charlotte crashes out and makes it a triple threat. Ooh, I kind of like this. I like that, John. We might have to hold that one. I like this one. Sorry, John. We didn't ignore you. I apologize. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to do am I doing my spill or are we just ending it? I don't even know.
Yes, you're doing. All right, I'll do it first. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Mm-hmm.
So with that, you can follow us on our Facebook, our Instagram, our TikTok, our Twitch. Very brand new. We want you to follow us there too. What am I missing? YouTube, TikTok. Or our website. You can visit us at maineventmamaspodcast.com where you will find all of our pages and hella content, all of our videos, our blogs, our aftermath case files, our parent stuff, you name it, it's there. So that's the best way to, catch up with the mamas. And you can also stop by there to check out our merch store, which you'll start seeing merch next week. I'm so excited. Wait till you see what we got coming. And so where can they listen to us, Tanisha?
So you guys can listen to us on Amazon Audible, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pocket Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube Music.
That's right.
And you can follow us individually. Me, Tanisha, at Tanisha_Mama Pod on Instagram and TikTok. And you can follow Kiara at Kiara Mama Pod. No underscore, no space. On
Instagram, Facebook,
not me twitching out.
and TikTok. You could also find me on X at Content Vixen.
Like
yes,
a
that's real.
buffering
I
wheel.
said it. It's true. And with that, we want to say we're not new to this.
We're so true to this. And this was Main Event Mama's Live. Peace out.
Main Event Mama's bringing the heat. Talking life, love, and the wrestling beat.